Hi everyone, long time no video. We had a Zan family reunion in Malaysia. My family came over for their winter time holiday. It's winter in New Zealand. And they wanted to escape to somewhere hot, and my dad was like, how about we do Fiji? And I'm like, how about Malaysia? Come and visit me. So they did, and I planned out like a week's itinerary for them, and I thought I would share with you guys recommendations for traveling in Malaysia, the tips and tricks and kind of hacks that we had to experience and go through to learn them, so you don't have to make the same mistakes. And also reviews of like the places we stayed at and the things that we did and what we thought of them. So hopefully this is helpful if you are planning a holiday to Malaysia. This is what I would recommend. So we did a day trip to Malacca. It's about 2 hours drive from KL, which is where we're staying. Obviously things to do in KL. KL is short for Kuala Lumpur, by the way. I used to call it by the full name until I moved here, and now I call it KL like everybody else because I'm a local now. Also, we went to Langkawi, so that was recommended by my friend Cynthia. She said, yeah, she loved it and highly recommended we go, so we did. So on day one, my family arrived pretty late. And so I thought a nice thing to do as a welcome to KL City is to have a drink at a rooftop pool in KL Central and have a look at the Twin Towers, the Petronas Twin Towers. I unfortunately didn't check that the drinking age here is actually 21, so in New Zealand it's 18. We weren't allowed into Vertigo in Banyan Tree, which was the original place I had looked up. It's the tallest rooftop bar in KL, so if you're of age, 21 years, highly recommend you to check that out. We ended up going a level below to the restaurant, which my sister could go into because she's 18. And it was actually really lovely. We had some drinks and some snacks. It was beautiful. We got to see the Twin Towers. We also got to see KL Tower, which is the 7th tallest tower in the whole world. So that was really cool as well. And also there are fireflies. So I forgot how high up we were, but there were fireflies floating around. Not sure you can see in this video. The drinks were okay. I think Vertigo has much better cocktails, and because they're like right above each other, I think the restaurant's mainly for food, and then, you know, the good drinks are up on the top floor. Foodies at Quack Quack. Hi. Hi, Gooby.
Good morning. Hello.
Wow. Can you shake the plate, Mama? Wow. On day 2, we did a day trip to Malacca. It's about 2 hours away. The best thing was to call a Grab. It costs about 200 ringgits to get there in the morning. If you aren't intimidated to drive here in KL, you can, but I thought about it and decided not to risk it for my family. So we decided not to rent a car. I think it's safer for the locals to take us around rather than try and, you know, drive according to the rules here. It was a super crowded day. We did all the typical activities that I searched up what to do in Malacca, and these were the suggestions. I think the only downside about Malacca was was really just the heat, and I think because we did a day trip, we wanted to fit all the sightseeing and stuff obviously during the day. There's nowhere to escape the heat unless you're indoors with aircon, but all the sightseeing stuff was outside, so that was, it was very hot. It was very, very, very hot. We went on a Wednesday. I thought it was going to be less busy during the weekdays, but no, it was full of people. But that's what happens when you go to a really popular tourist destination, and I can see why everyone loves Malacca. one thing that I was kind of sad we didn't get to see was the mosque. On Google, it looked really pretty lit up, and so I thought, this would be a nice place to go to at night, but it had closed for prayers. We had no idea where to go to actually see the view of what it looked like in the photo. We caught a beautiful sunset, by the way. That was just astonishing, beautiful. Couldn't believe it was real. Our Grab driver was telling us about all these different empty buildings, businesses that have closed down, and it felt a little bit scary. We were getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. No Grabs were coming to pick us up because they didn't want to drive 2 hours back to KL in case, I don't know, they have to stay there for the night. And so I had Grab drivers cancel on me, come and then cancel, until finally we got someone who, agreed to take us back to KL, and all was fine. But it was much more expensive. It was like 300 something RM to come back to KL. Maybe it's more worthwhile to stay the night in Malacca. And upon reflection, we didn't really eat the popular local food there. When you're really hot during the day, you don't really have like an appetite to eat lots of food. So we didn't get to make the most of like trying out the local dishes in Malacca. So maybe instead of having a day trip, you could maybe stay the night there. On day 3, the original itinerary was for us to go to Batu Caves, Thean Hou Temple, and then go to Jalan Alor Food Street, and then have durian. However, something very unexpected happened today. We made a total detour. So Batu Caves was definitely a huge highlight for us. My family and I, we love monkeys. Well, we love animals. And being up and close and personal with the monkeys there was a really, really awesome experience for us.
I freaking love it here. They're so feral, and I think that's so funny, and they're just so funny.
My favorite place so far.
It's so nice. Monkeys, people, everything.
We could honestly just watch them for days, for hours. They all have such like distinct personalities. They're so clever. They're so cheeky. They definitely get the better of tourists. If you have bottled water, if you have things, you have food, they will literally come for you and they're not scared. My mom is a funny one. She just watch this clip and you'll see what I mean.
You didn't see it? Mom? Oh my god.
There was 200 something steps to get to the top. When we arrived, I saw a tourist put like a little tiny ginger kitten on his shoulder for like photos, and I fully thought that this kitten was, his. After that, he just like put it down and like left it. But me and my sister were like, it's so wonder whose kitten is so cute. And I went around and I asked the stores owners to ask if it was their kitten, and they said that it's nobody's kitten, it's a stray. What? And I understand that there are lots of stray kittens everywhere, but when my sister had her hand out, the kitten had a moment and just went straight for my sister, and then curled herself up in where my sister was crouching and just stayed there. My sister tried to move away, and then it followed my sister and knelt back into the little space. Yeah, it was just a very lost, very scared kitten, and I think it felt safe with my sister's aura or presence. Anyway, the store owner comes out with a cardboard box and say, "Take her." We're like, what? I'm not allowed to have any pets at my apartment that I'm staying at. None of my Malaysian friends can take a kitten in. And then my mom quite recently saw a video of a monkey terrorizing cats. And so emotionally she was like, I cannot leave this kitten here. My dad's emotionally invested in every cat he's ever seen in his life. Judy was obviously she is mine, we are taking her. And I was just like, okay, we are taking her, but what are the logistics of this? Oh, also, she didn't sing very well. There was a point where she just had her eyes closed. No matter how much my sister kind of tried to shake her awake, she just wouldn't open her eyes. So that scared us a little bit, and we thought maybe, she's sick. What we do? I tried to give her some water, she wouldn't drink, and so yeah, we took her. I searched up this local veterinarian hospital. We tried to walk there and then realized on the map that it was like a one-way highway and you needed to make a detour or cross over to the other side. So then I caught a grab, the grab came. Guess what, guys? No pets allowed in the grabs, which of course we didn't know. So we tried to get into the grab and he was like, what's in that box? And we showed him, we were like, it's a kitten. And he was like, no, please get out. I tried to kind of explain the situation to him and then he said, I will cancel. So then we're like, okay, that's fine. A second later, he goes, come back, come back, come back. Apparently he couldn't cancel because he had accepted it already and he was just like, just come. I have to take you. And so we thanked him a lot. He took us to the vets even though he wasn't allowed to have pets. I gave him a tip because he was very lovely for doing that. So anyways, we're at the vets. We mistakenly, very confidently go up to the cat area, which was closed, and we were waiting there for ages. And then I came down, explored, and then realized that the entrance was downstairs. So anyways, detour again. We go back downstairs to the main entrance, go in, and I talk to the receptionist, and they say, we're sorry, we cannot take the kitten. It's not vaccinated, it's a stray. We have other animals here, we cannot take her. And I was just like, she just has to literally stay one night, because then by then I had figured out the plan was to send her to PAWS, this animal welfare center, but they are only open 9 till 5, and this was like at like 7 p.m. And so we just needed to find somewhere for her to stay one night and then take her to the other place. Some beautiful, lovely locals came, asked us what was wrong and asked if they could help. They also called some places for us, and they actually said, oh, go to this mall, to this pet store on the second floor. They have a pet hotel and they say they can take in the kitten. So we were like, amazing, thank you. I know by now that we are not allowed to have pets in the grab, but I was like, just one more trip. Please, Lord, just one more trip. The grab driver explained that it's because of their fur. So some people are allergic to cat or dog fur. Therefore, she was just like, it's a big risk and I can't allow this because I'll get bad ratings. And then we explained the situation to her, and then she was like, okay, well, can you put her inside a bag and make sure her fluff doesn't get everywhere? So then we start emptying out Dad's backpack, put her literally inside the backpack, throw the cardboard box away, and that was how we got her to accept us for the ride. Again, gave her a tip because lifesaver, very thankful and very grateful to be let on for that ride. And then got to the pet store, and guess what? She's not allowed because she's not vaccinated. Okay, like what if we just bought like a cat kennel, buy some food, some water, put her inside, and just like put her outside in some park outside the apartment, and then come and get her the next day. Yeah, so that was literally like a last resort. The receptionist at the pet store was beautiful, tried to help us, called a bunch of places. She even tried to go to her friend who worked nearby, who takes in stray cats, to see if she could take her in. Unfortunately, her friend wasn't there. Yep, and so I'm just walking around. We're just like, don't know what to do, don't know what to do, don't know what to do. And then my dad sees these people who are, looking at cats at the pet store. And he was like, they look like they love cats. Do you think you could talk to them about taking her in for the night? And I was like, no harm in trying. We have exhausted all options. And so we go over to them and I explain the situation, and they say, no, sorry, we're university students. We stay at a hall of residence. And I go, that's fine, thank you guys. We go around, I'm trying to find the receptionist to find her friend again who can maybe take her in. And then moments later, the beautiful, life-saving uni students come over and say they called their warden, and their warden said, okay, she can stay just for one night only. We rejoice. Life is beautiful. Life is great. So then I buy a backpack for them to take the kitten in, we buy milk, we buy food, and we got the receptionist lady to show us how to feed the cat the milk. And also help us feed her that night as well. And here I'm now also thinking to the next day, because we actually have a morning flight to Langkawi, have to be at the airport at 10 a.m. And the airport is an hour away from where we're staying. This pet store is a little bit far from where we're staying, in the opposite direction. So I was like, okay, how are we gonna do this? So I was asking the university student, is there any chance that I could pay you to take the kitten to Paws tomorrow? They say, so sorry, first of all they can't drive, second of all they all have classes. And then out of the blue, these two boys who happen to go to the same university as these girls, they come in and they're just like, hi, we're from the same uni, we're just gonna listen into the story. And I was like, sure, that's fine. And then I was trying to explain and find a solution to the problem. And then they say, or one of them say that they can take the kitten. Could not be happier.
谢谢你们，谢谢。
Save them all. I know there are so many strays out there who are fending for themselves in the wild. We can't save them all, but we really did just want to save this one, and it meant a lot to us. So very grateful that things did end up working out. Thanks to the universe, thanks to beautiful strangers that we've met who have a kind heart, and yeah, so that was that. Now it's day 4 and we are flying to Langkawi. It was only a 1 hour 15 minutes flight there. It was a very cloudy, kind of rainy day, which is alright, it is what it is. We checked in, explored the hotel called Dash Resort, which has a very quirky, whimsical kind of aesthetic with the bunnies and the characters. Yes, so explore the place, check into our rooms, and then kind of just relax for the day. There wasn't much we could do with it raining. We did go out to the pool, had a swim. Dash Resort is a vibe. There is club music kind of going on all day, all night. It's definitely a party resort. It is called Dash Beach Club, I think. So that's what they have at the pool area. My boyfriend, my sister and I, we hung out. My sister had mocktails. My boyfriend and I had cocktails. And we had night swims in the pool and talked and ate pretty good food. So that was a really nice time spent. Oh, there was also a really awesome fire show that was happening. They're so talented. They were putting fire inside their mouths and then blowing it out. Just spectacular. It was very cool choreography, very cool fire choreography. On day 5, our first full day in Langkawi, lo and behold, it's a beautiful day. So the thing about, I guess, Malaysia in general is you can't really predict the weather. It can be sunny for 2 hours and then boom, it's raining. Be prepared for all weather types. That's a tip right there. I thought that I could kind of book all the activities once we had arrived on the resort. Diving was an activity that my dad really wanted to do. I searched it up and I was like, should be able to book for it once we get there. Nope, I was wrong. It's a very popular thing to do. So apparently in all of Langkawi, there's one place that diving is really popular at. It's called Pulau Paya Island, and it's the only place in all of Langkawi that has really clear waters. So you can dive in other parts of Langkawi, but they don't recommend it because you can't really see much. The water's not clear. And so Pulau Paya is the only place where you can. However, they also have tightened restrictions to, I think, only 100 divers a week. So they fill out really quickly because of that. So yeah, didn't know that. This is a tip. If you want to dive in Langkawi, you have to book ahead of time. You have to, or you will miss out like we did. So we didn't get to snorkel, didn't get to dive, which my dad was especially disappointed about. But it is what it is. We go with the flow and we learn for next time. We did get to do parasailing. I parasailed before in Vietnam, and this was a very different experience because you start on a boat and you land back on the boat. So you don't actually get wet at all. I think you can get dropped into the water as well as an option, but my family didn't want that, so.
A little bit. I wasn't before, but now I am. But now I won't be again.
The gals went together, Mum, Judy and I. Very relaxing, not too scary. To be honest, it wasn't that scary at all. Just a very peaceful, relaxing time. Really enjoyed that, highly recommend. After that, we went to the really popular spot, Sky Bridge and Sky Cab. That was a very spontaneous adventure. Again, we love spontaneity. We take a grab to the cable car place, and then on the way there, we were like, oh, could do with a little snack, a little coffee. And then I searched around the place and found this cafe that had 5 stars, like 1,200 something reviews, all 5 stars. And I was like, damn, this looks great. And it was like this coffee place with teddy bear ice cubes. Because it was so close to the place we got dropped off, we were like, oh, let's just walk there rather than catch a grab for like a few meters, right? So then we walk along the road to go there, and there are just monkeys on the road. And we spotted these monkeys. Some try to come up to us, and then we got a little scared. But it was really cool. Again, we freaking love animals, and so being able to just like walk along the road and see monkeys in the forest come out was really awesome. We finally reached the coffee place, and it's awesome. The owner is awesome, great personality, really explained her process to us. The drinks were delicious. She said it's actually normal coffee. The only thing that makes it like different and taste so much better is because she uses water from the natural springs that's on the mountain. And then what she does is she reuses the coffee to make the coffee ice cubes in the shape of a teddy bear that you see in these videos and pics. Oh, and then we explored a bit of Oriental Village. You have to go through the Oriental Village to get to the cable car. So that was pretty cool. We bought some fish food, and there were so many fish in the pond. And Judy pointed this out. She was like, oh, very uncanny, but there were a lot of like small fish, and I guess they can't see, and they would just be in one corner with their mouths opening and closing like opera singers, and there was just a whole bunch of them with their mouths opening and closing on the surface of the water. And I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty creepy. We did our best to feed them because they're very tiny and clearly in need of food, and the other big fish, are very strong, so they tend to win stealing the food each time. So Judy and I had fun trying to throw it to these opening mouths that we were seeing in the pond. Yeah. For the cable car, you have to get the express pass. Very, very, very worthwhile. The lines are massive and there are quite a few stops on the cable cars. So if you don't get the express pass, you literally have to wait so long in between these stops. It'll take you a whole day. Like, get the express pass, it's so worth it. It's 50 RM per person. I understand if you want to save that money, but we highly, highly recommend getting the express pass. And again, when you're waiting in line, it's so hot, there's no shade. Yeah, get the express pass. Very, very worth it. So then we go up, the view is beautiful, the sky bridge is awesome. It was crazy walking on it because it would kind of shake a little bit because it was windy and there were so many people on it.
Let me take you somewhere special.
More monkey experiences. Langkawi would just be summarized as monkey experience as well. So yeah, we see these monkeys and we just end up staying on the bridge for ages. They are quite intimidating though. I'm definitely a little bit scared of them. Yeah. They steal your water bottles, they know how to open the water and drink the water. They go for bags that you hold because they think that there's food in them, and they're not afraid to literally like follow you, take their time and like grab it off you. Oh my gosh, also I had an encounter with a spider as well.
Wait. I just need to get this spider. Holy, is it looking at me? Holy, the spider was literally looking at me. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking.
I think it's because it thinks the 3 lenses on the camera are eyes, and it was gonna jump. It was gonna jump for me. I swear it looked at the camera. I just know it. Very long but very exciting day. And then came home, spent the night by the pool again and watched the most beautiful sunset imaginable. It was literally like a dream. Then we have day 6. I had booked for a river cruise. So even though we couldn't do the diving and snorkeling, the person actually recommended like a sunset boat cruise and also this mangroves river cruise. And the mangroves one actually looks really interesting, so we ended up choosing that one. Really highly recommend doing this. It's so worth it. We went to a place nearby to eat. Food was delicious, A+. And then we asked the waiter if they knew a place to get durian. My parents really wanted to have durian and they were like, day 5, no durian. And I was like, I'll change that for you guys. Me, Mum and Dad, we've had durian before. Mum used to buy it in New Zealand, imported. So we kind of knew what it tastes like. The durian we got wasn't the normal tasting one. So my parents and I, we didn't like it because it wasn't Musang King. It was like quite bland tasting. And it didn't really smell like durian, so it didn't smell bad or anything. And then Judy and my boyfriend tried it for the first time and they both were like, oh, not bad, you know, don't mind it, it's actually all right. Oh, it's not bad at all. And then we were like, no, this isn't even good durian. You don't understand. You haven't even tried durian yet.
What do you think?
We are going to go to SS2 in KL which is where you can find all sorts of durian and actually try Musang King, the black one that's really expensive but really good apparently. And we went back to the resort and kind of chilled out, relaxed. My parents went out for seafood, and me, Judy and my boyfriend stayed behind, chilled by the pool and just made the most of being on holiday at the resort. On day 7,
Last breakfast.
we had a morning flight, flew back to KL, and I decided, now is the time that we kind of finish the itinerary of what we couldn't do after Batu Caves because of our kitten rescue. So we went to Thean Hou Temple.
Where are we?
Temple.
It's called Thean Hou Temple.
Thean Hou Temple.
Thean Hou or Thean Hou? This is pretty magnificent, isn't it? Hi, Mama, come here.
It is probably my favorite temple that we visited in Malaysia. After that, we went to Jalan Alor Food Street, and it was raining so hard. Highly recommend that you just, bring an umbrella with you whenever you're going outdoors. We bought umbrellas that a guy was selling to us on the side of the street because it was pouring down. There's no shelter on that street. We went to a restaurant that has shelter, ate there, and then kind of explored the food street. And then after that, we went to finally try durian at SS2. That's where you're going to get real good durian. Judy tried the real durian for the first time, and she hated it.
That's really stinky.
It's really, it's really stinky.
Oh, why is it bitter?
Do you like the other one better? Can you say that one more time?
I think there were nuts in the durian because I'm feeling the tingles in my mouth.
So, yay or nay?
Nay.
No?
Old one, yay. Because it was less stinky, pungent, and bitter for one. I had a bitter one. Ling did not have a bitter one. Dad did not have a bitter one. Me and Mom had bitter ones.
Do you think people just react differently to the same durian?
No.
Is ice cream going to be different?
Oh my god. Wait, why is it actually like nuts, bro?
You don't like it?
Wait, what the hell?
Oh. Oh no. Oh no, I you okay?
You like? Rate out of 10?
Blackthorn. Trying the blackthorn. Apparently Dad says it's better, Mum says it's not better, your son thinks it's better. Whoa.
It's so sweet.
What?
Like sugar. It's so sweet.
Judy, are you serious? You think it's bitter?
Yeah, no, it happens every time I like chew. Like bitterness comes out, and I feel like it's from the skin. Like the skin is bitter, but like the actual fruit on the inside is not.
It's so sweet. Like it literally tastes so sweet to me. Are we eating the same durian?
For me, I'm gonna walk you through it step by step. I took a bite, stinky, first impression. I ate it a little bit. Wow, so sweet. This is kind of like giving the old durian that I actually did like. Oh my god, why is it so bitter? What's happening? Ew, it's stinky. Wait, it's sweet. Ew, it's pungent.
Same durian, different reaction. Humans are different.
On day 8, Mum and Dad went shopping. There is like a huge shopping mall called One Utama. That's, I think, I'm going to butcher this, the 7th biggest shopping mall in the world. There's also places to shop like Pavilion as well. And so they did their shopping, and my sister and I.
Look at Judy's one. What toppings did you get?
I got strawberry, blueberry, and wild strawberry sauce.
And I just got a small one with blueberry toppings.
We completed the goal of finishing Super Mario Wonder on Nintendo Switch. So we have been playing that as a duo in New Zealand, and she brought it along to KL, and yeah, we finished it on day 8. Very good stuff. Oh my gosh, crazy. I have been recording for almost an hour. This is insane. It's too much storytelling. It's gonna be a very, very long vlog. Another tip for in Langkawi is I would also grab everywhere. So the hotel gave us an option to have airport transfer from the airport to the hotel for 150 RM, and on Grab it was 24 RM. So you definitely can get by just grabbing everywhere. Oh, and also for Dash Resort, it is like definitely like a party resort, so the music will be on like all day and also all night. So if you are affected by loud noise, that's probably not the resort that you want to go to. We had no trouble sleeping, but just in case you are a light sleeper, that's something to think about. Yeah, so that's the end of the video. Overall, it was super fun. There are still lots of places in KL that we haven't been, like KL Tower, doing the walk up there. But yeah, if you are a Malaysian local, please leave in the comments below what places you recommend us to check out while my boyfriend and I are living here now. Even tips and recommendations for anyone else that's planning a trip to Malaysia, and what they can expect if I've left anything out. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope the video was entertaining, and if not, informative about your next planned vacation. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!